This reminds me of my neighborhood and I don't like it.
Didn't know you lived in a fucking wooded village.
Well, no, it reminds me of my neighborhood because every house is like right up under each other.
Arcane gem. I do like this place a lot better than our current one.
I don't.
Oof.
I am just reminded of where I live in real life and I don't like it.
Oof. Oh, there's a forest fire. For once, I didn't start it. Well, if I found a way shrine, I would definitely put one down here. This is a very cool spot.
Spruce saplings in that chest.
Spruce saplings, take them.
Yep, I did.
There has to be. There has to be a way shrine.
This is from overhauled villages, so I doubt that there's actually a way shrine here.
Uh, well, I like the overhauled village. Actually, really nice. That zombie just dropped a mirror gem. Correction. I lost the mirror gem because a creeper snuck up behind me. See, this is where the map was directing me to. Like this area, it's really weird.
You know my favorite part of this village?
Hmm.
Every single chest has had potatoes in it.
And you still don't want to move to it?
No.
It's a huge spruce forest here, too. A snowy illager outpost. What? Oh, if I had the inventory, I'd take it on. Ow! Ow! Ow!
You need help, bud.
There's a lot of pillagers. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh god, I don't want to kill that one.
Oh,
You found me?
no, I'm still running around this village looking in chests, and I got jump scared by a creeper. Oh, you got the...
I didn't even
guy.
kill one! Like, I got... Okay, I didn't kill one, but it gave me the achievement. It didn't give me the status effect, thankfully. Thank you for the alert, Karma. This chest is full of cookies.
Cookie!
Sorry, biscuits, because I have the British language on. Logistics core, I'm gonna take that, even though I don't want much space. It's an interesting foray. I like that area a lot. That's mainly because I like the cold areas in games.
Hey, look what guess what I found?
What?
A blast furnace.
Oh, god damn it. If only I found that villager when we needed that.
So are you back at home?
Yeah.
I'm going to get these flowers and I'll head back home.
Picking flowers.
Mystical flowers.
Ah. I'm going to do what any normal person does and completely ignore the other tasks I'm supposed to be doing. And instead, work
Oh
on
my
making my
God,
village
it's
nicer to live in.
10:57.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind, keep going. Frame. That's sorry, I was trying to make some frame stairs.
Enderman, quit pushing me out of the way. I'm trying to get this coal.
Illusion stairs. Frame stairs, there we go.
Okay, back at the house.
Frame. Okay, so I need scaffolding, and for scaffolding I need bamboo and string. I'm not going to worry about that yet.
Okay, well, I like this entrance that I've set up. I looked up about the tanks. If you break them, the oil disappears.
So we have to drain it.
Yep.
Darn. I forgot the fucking copper stairs.
We can get redstone. We can make a few mechanism takes and drain them into that.
Could do, yeah. Let's need to cut copper. Right, I finally started working on my part of the village. Going for a very distinct style.
Copper.
Yeah, it's distinct, but God is it fucking expensive. I'm using the guardrails to walk up.
I don't know.
Personally, I like this. For some reason, I actually kind of like it. Deep slate and copper really do work. Ew, terracotta. Let's say 4 should be enough to finish the stairs. Just barely enough. Yeah, I think having cobbled deep slate as our paths would work really well. Then we use a different thing for the trim on it. Do you reckon any of the traders would have coal? Like, or give coal?
Maybe. Oh, hello, cave. Meteorite ore. Let's see what this gives me. 30 raw iron.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I've got 2.5 stacks of raw copper for you.
Alright. Pretty good. Yeah, I definitely think copper and deep slate is how I'm gonna do this. I really like it.
Hey, a mine shaft.
A Minecraft. So where's the mining dimension portal?
Still in the old village.
Want me to move it?
Oh, God! I fell in a hole.
I'm gonna move it. It's non-destructive, so we may as well.
We'll get a different spawn point, too. Every time you move it, you get a different spawn point.
Okay, it doesn't have a tool that you break it with. So it just takes a while. Alright, I've placed it down.
Did you go in there?
Yep. Just mining out the area around it.
Geode.
There we go. Now it feels somewhat intentional. Portal. For the first time in here as well.
Redstone. Nice.
Nice redstone.
Diamond. Just one. Ting.
Epidote.
Epic and dope. Aluminium. You're like...
Faraday. Might start mods as well. There's so many mods that I want to just start them all.
I think tomorrow, if we do this during your big stream, I'm going to do some Botania and start industrial contractions.
I'm definitely not going to be starting Ars Magica. No,
That means you are.
I wouldn't.
There's a villager just hanging out in my house.
Her. 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 Oh, this is bath salt. There we go. I have some dirt.
A true contribution to the parts of the village becoming like yours and mine. Half of the basket of the deep slate for each of us was placed right here. We both placed 5 going into the castle. So truly a contribution.
I kind of like that we are repairing this village, though. It's getting there. It's gonna take a fucking long time to get there, but it's getting there. Especially because I keep running out of dirt. That seems to be the big problem right now. So we need to find ways of getting tons of dirt. We also need to provide more houses for the villagers because they are trying to keep stealing my house. And I don't like that. In fact, there's currently 2 people sleeping in my bed. Get the fuck out. I think what we should do is have the tech on one side and the magic on the other. Kind of like how like a magic district and an industrial district.
Yeah.
Also, do you have any books?
No, I used one I had. Actually, I got some in the village that I was looting. 3 bookshelves and 14
Just need the
books.
one. Although I will take more.
There's the bookshelves you can add to the enchantment room.
I will do that. I haven't made anything. It
What'd you make?
involved a thing that you lick.
Oh, you made the Ars Magica book?
No. Yes. I'm immediately starting to work on this.
I think we saved that for tomorrow.
I want to build at least a crafting altar to make it seem like we've actually done something.
We've done a lot today. What do you mean?
True.
We've done...
But the crafting altar is like making it clear that we've started a mod completely.
Crafting altar, would that be... That would be like the huge ass thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's not actually that expensive. The most expensive bits are really just the corner pieces.
I'm fine making my half the Magic District because I'm always the tech guy, which kind of break up the monotony.
Yeah, I usually go tech as well. So I kind of want to focus a bit more on magic.
Oh, I made a tiny mistake.
By tiny, have you blown a hole in the wall?
I vein mined a small tree and it connected and also got rid of the
Oh no, I know
wood.
exactly what tree you were talking about. Oh no. What type of wood is it?
It was spruce and it mined the oak.
Is there enough to fix it? I know exactly what you did because I saw that exact tree and nearly did the same thing.
Well,
As long as the bees stay in there.
Oh no, this is part of my house.
Oh, I thought it was for the apiary.
No.
I'm gonna get rid of the tree on the apiary anyways, because that doesn't seem like a safe thing to do.
I gotta go into the config for ore excavation and see if I can fix it to where it gives you back all your drops.
Yeah, I kind of hope we fix that.
Because
that's getting annoying.
That's the problem. It got rid of this strip spruce in my floor.
Oh.
Do you see the issue here?
Yeah, I don't have stripped spruce or spruce.
I'm going to give myself the mulligan.
Well, I can fix some of it, the oak parts at least. Oh, it's gonna bother me that it's not matching the pattern. That's fine. It's your house, not mine.
Yeah, it's my house. I like the random, so...
Well, I did a bit of something outside of your house. Something I'll figure out what to do with a bit later.
I think the crisis has been averted.
Good. Yeah, I've added these little posts in front of your house and
I'll
on the
show
path.
you a post.
See? Posts. Posts.
Posts.
Posts.
I got 2 hours and 11 minutes of footage to sift through after stream.
I might be able to get the crafting altar in today, because I have the magic wall and I have the altar block. The only thing I'm missing is the lectern, the corner blocks, and the lever. I can make the lever now, though. I also need to figure out what kind of blocks I want to make it out of, because that's not going to be an easy thing.
Did you say you got some mystical white flowers?
Yeah, they're in one of my chests. Alright, so caps. Ooh. Okay, I think the best we can make is Chimerite. That's assuming I have enough of that to make 5 blocks, so just 45 Chimerite. Have you mined any Chimerite while you've been doing shit?
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I've seen any, that's the problem.
Crap. Alright, so then I need to go down to Vintium, which I know we've been mining. I may have to go a step even further down, though. Okay, no, we can go for Vintium. It's not going to be a strong altar, but it's going to be good enough for now. So that's for caps. The structures... So the best thing we can make the structure out of is nether wood right now, unless you somehow have polished black stone or
Yeah, I don't
nether
have that.
brick or a ton of quartz, which we need to save anyways. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with crimson wood. It's gonna be a very weird looking altar. We can fix that another time if you want to make the lectern. Just to help out a bit, because got the rest of it.
Any kind of wood slabs and a bookshelf.
Alright, and then I just need the 5x5 area to put it. Now this thing can explode. So probably not near anything important. Oh, I just got an Ars Magica knowledge point. You think down here?
Yeah, right here on this terracotta. Right here.
I don't know about the terracotta. That's a bit close to your house. I think here. That seems far enough away. Luckily, because I chose miner as my origin, I can dig through dirt. Right. Okay, so there is a block down here. This is why I said it's gonna look weird. Actually, that doesn't look that bad.
That looks pretty cool. I'm gonna hand you my lectern. So before
Oh no, just put it down here.
right here.
Yep.
Is that right?
That appears to be... No, one over.
Run over to your place and get these mystical white flowers so I can make the pure daisy.
You needed the white flower specifically for that?
Yep.
Hey, finally. I only got 2 of them.
I need
They're
4
going to be
petals.
in one of them. They're only going to be in probably the seed chest or one of the random wooden chests.
Found them.
And... ta-da! Our crafting altar is done. It's actually done. It looks a bit strange, but that's fine.
Well, I'm
I
glad
actually
it's
kind of
done.
like it. We can probably decorate it a bit too. Although as long as we keep the regular structure intact.
I get a bucket of water.
I'm going to do what any reasonable person does too, and I'm going to add some extra to the outside. There's also a puddle of oil here. For what is supposed to be a rare resource, oil is surprisingly common. God damn it.
Water, 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 water. I gotta go to the other village. Oh!
Lightning storm.
Okay. I need to go to the other village and get a couple buckets of water.
There we go. I've kind of made a path towards the crafting altar. It's a bit finicky. It works. I'll worry about detailing it a bit later. Oh, this pack is fun.
Go back to the way shrines there and don't run all the way back on foot.
I do want to find a way shrine and get that other village hooked up, though. Because we could turn that into, like, a massive trading village if we wanted to. Spare these villagers. Nah, that doesn't sound like us, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, now there's a path towards the crafting altar from your house. Well, sort of. Not done yet. Ow! That fucking sound. How does this work again?
Place wood, raw wood or raw stone around it and it makes living wood and living stone.
Ah.
Takes about 60 seconds. Well,
we did our first thing.
Well, we got the a goal that we wanted to get accomplished.
We got nether quartz, we got Botania started, and we've just as well started Ars Magica. We also started Create a bit. We actually did a lot. I think my next time goal is to try and start Productive Bees a bit. The problem with that is I've got to find the specific bees. And they could just be a bitch to find sometimes. But that is something I want to start next time, which should be tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it
There's your
tomorrow.
living wood. I think tomorrow I'll also make an Oculus. And that way I can start Ars Magica as well as an inscription table. I'm also going to see if there's a way to make sure that that thing does blow up, which it can because it's very weak, that it doesn't affect your house. That being said, I don't know how big the explosion is for those. For all I know, I could have literally put a nuke in your backyard.
Well, chat, I think that's where we're gonna wrap up for today. I got 2 hours and 22 minutes of footage to go through.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah.
We've got Create somewhat started. We've got Britannia started. We got Ars Magica started. We have bees. We have villagers who are very ungrateful. And this villager who is definitely not doing anything with that smithing table. And an oil tank that is in the most inconvenient spot possible.
We've got 2 of these little courtyards finished.
I still don't like the shingles that much. I don't know. I think it's just, well, just the shingles. If it was shingles and something else, I think I'd be a bit more fine of it, but just shingles doesn't work.
Well,
It kind of like hurts my brain to look at it. Oh, what the hell? We've got a furry.
we're Wolvian.
He trades poison sacks. He also gives you crushed dark gems, which is apparently something for Evilcraft. So that furry is going to be helpful in your schemes.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Well, now there's a new Terra Invicta episode out on YouTube now for me. So y'all go check that out.
I still have fucking PTSD from those pumpkins, by the way.
Same.
We played that pack almost 5 years ago, and the only thing I remember about it is those fucking spiders. Those fucking pumpkin spiders.